Alright guys, today we're interviewing Layla. She's the vocalist and double bass player for Red Crown Radio. Hey Layla.
Hey.
We're going to ask you a few questions today. Okay, first question. What do you like about rockabilly?
There's a lot of things I like about rockabilly. The first thing would probably be that it's different. You know, it's different to what a lot of people do, and it's bringing back like the raw rock and roll, like where it all started. And I love the style. You know, I love how all the boys are really classy, and like, you know, the girls are always really well dressed. And I think it really adds definition to the style. Like, it's really what makes it special, and the music, of course, is it's great.
Cool. Okay, so who inspires you then? Who inspires you, like you as a person, you as in your music?
Well, a lot of people think that, you know, me being a girl, that I'd be inspired by a lot of the female artists, such as like, you know, Patsy Cline and June Carter and, you know, all those girls. But I think that the males inspire me a lot more. You know, Elvis just had such style, and you know, he was the king, and Jerry Lee Lewis was just such a great performer, and you know, Carl Perkins, they wrote all those classic songs, and I just really get inspired by their, you know, persona on stage and the way that they just draw in a crowd, and yeah.
Oh, we've got right. The next question. Any bands that you like in the modern scene of rock and roll and rockabilly?
Well, there's one band in particular that's in Australia called The Records, and I really admire them for what they do. I think they're a great band. Also, you know, a lot of bands that we've met around, you know, the tracks of the rockabilly scene, and the Baseballs also to the modern age songs. They're just putting a totally different twist on them. What's so good about rockabilly? Because, you know, it's just raw. It's really raw.
So for you, old or new rockabilly? Modern day or old?
I think there are definitely some good modern day artists, but I'm going to have to say old because, you know, it's what started it, and without that, where would any of us be now, you know?
Alright, here's a question that you probably get asked a lot. A chick playing a double bass. It's not something that you see very much. What would you say, you know, it's a bit of a, what would you call it, a novelty, or do you particularly dig playing double bass?
I think that, like, you know, the fact that it's a lot bigger than I am is what gets most people, you know. Like, the double bass is something that's always just noticed on its own, so the fact that I am a girl playing it just makes it a bit more, people are like, oh, look at that, because you don't see it very often.
Okay. So, alright, you've been playing for a few years. Any gigs that really stick out in your mind? Killer gigs that you've done, you've played in, like people that you've met, really cool people that you've met, or a really good gig that you've played? Anyone that sticks out in your mind particularly?
A lot of people would think that, you know, Australia's Got Talent would stick in my head, but it doesn't really, because it was just such a weird kind of atmosphere to be in. Like it was good, but you know, it was a bit too set up, if you know what I mean. I think that really sticks in my mind, Winter Sun probably would be a big one. Not like this last year, Winter Sun was really good. I really loved it, and we met so many good people there, you know. We've met a lot of good people that have just wanted to help us out.
That's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Okay, so now that you've formed Red Crown Radio, you and your little brother, and your new guitarist, Jack Thompson, what are your hopes and dreams for Red Crown Radio in the future?
We want to go to Europe eventually. We just want to play. We really want to try and, you know, reach a bigger audience, because I believe that rockabilly's, it's coming, you know, it's slowly coming back, and I think that, you know, now's a better time than ever to be in the scene, and you know, if we can get overseas, mainly would probably be like our goal at the moment. So yeah.
Okay. Great. All right then. Well, thank you for your time, Layla.
Thanks.
And we wish you and Red Crown Radio, the boys, All the best in the future.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.